Stick around for this episode of the Tunepact podcast where our guest will be 18Fevers.
Yeah! Stick
Bye. See you next
around!
time.
Welcome to the Tunepact podcast. I'm your host, the punk rock pop, Lee Pierce. And on today's episode, we're lucky enough to be joined by 18Fevers. Can y'all do me a favor and introduce yourself, please?
Hey, hold up. If you got a drink, hold that shit up, man. Cheers. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers!
Yes, it is.
Third
It's
time's the
7 a.m.
charm.
here. It's 9 p.m. there, so it's party time for everybody. All right, so who wants to start with introductions? Matt?
Yeah, I'm Matt. I play bass for 18Fevers.
Yo, what up? My name is Garrick. I play drums for 18Fevers. Trying to stay locked in.
V, you want to go?
Me?
Mm.
I'm playing noise.
What's your name?
My name is Yuhi. Okay, next you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Christmas. I sing and play guitar in 18Fevers. Nice to meet y'all.
All right. Well, tell us a bit about the band and where you guys are located, and kind of a little bit of the history of the band, how long you guys have been playing together.
I guess this is it's been 4 years or so. This is our fifth year.
Yeah.
So we're located in Seoul, Korea, South Korea. That one, not the other one. The good Korea. But yeah, we've been doing this together for about 4 years. This is our fifth year. So yeah, I mean, that's about it.
What brought all you together? Obviously,
We can
you've
cut
been
this part
musicians
out.
beforehand. But you've all been musicians for a while. What brought all of you together to form 18Fevers?
Well, me and Matt knew each other. Like, we weren't friends, but we knew each other from the scene in Korea. So, yeah, our, like, common friend kind of contacted both of us. Hey, like, this guy Matt wants to start a band and you want to start a band, and why not, meet up and, see what you can do. So, yeah, me and Matt met up, try to look for, like, other band members. We met Garrick through Craigslist, which is always craziest story to tell, because in Korea, nobody uses Craigslist. They don't know it exists, but we somehow found him on Craigslist, and we found Yui also through one of our common friends.
Well, yeah. Garrick was actually selling foot pictures on Craigslist, and I met up with him to buy some, and then I was like, "Oh, you play drums? Well, shit, let's go."
Yeah, man. I cut you a deal, man. You know what I'm saying? We locked in.
So, what is the punk scene like in Korea?
Poxy.
Has it been going for a while? Is it relatively newer? Because I don't, being from the U.S., I don't know from a cultural side or social or political what you guys are allowed to do, what's frowned upon. So what's the scene like over there?
It's small and it's relatively new.
Mm,
It started like mid 90s, like 94, 95.
mm.
So it hasn't been around as long as a lot of other places. And so it kind of grew in a different way, it has its own unique qualities of how it grew and the influences and stuff. So it's kind of an interesting perspective, actually, how they got punk and how they interpreted it. Yeah, it's really interesting.
We can cut this part out. Don't worry about that. It's
Well,
great, man. There's venues that are big and bright and big lights and lots of space. And then a lot of places are underground, literally. Walk down under, and it's dark, and it's small, and it's loud, and it's intimate. Like, so luckily we've been able to play at both ends of that. But so you do have a wide range of the punk scene.
Hmm.
So, what were some of the bands that? Because like here, the punk scene started, back, late '60s, early '70s. So, starting in the '90s, there, what were some of those influential bands to the Korean punk scene that wouldn't be, that were already here and going here in the U.S.?
So Christmas is for you.
Well, starting in the 90s, I think like most of the punk started as like influenced by UK. So obviously, like good old bands like Sex Pistols, Cockspur, their influential was really big. And then in the early 20s, Korean punk scene kind of adapted more of a US pop punk music. So that also grew big in the early 20s. And now, because we have more access to internet and get to see many other bands, I think there's more wide genre and variety of punks here now. But yeah, like start off in the 90s, it was just like good old those legendary historical bands that started us off.
Yeah, like the kind of like the typical like gateway bands, that kind of
True.
stuff.
Is a Korean punk, does it lean more towards the pop side, or is you still get a lot of the hardcore punk or crust punk? I mean, there's so many subgenres we could talk hours just on that. But
Mm.
where's Korean punk headed? Does it seem to have?
Well, we do
It's
have lots of hardcore punks, like even like metalheads over here on the underground. But more popular side, I guess, is obviously pop punks. But yeah, we do have our own hardcore genres, and it's awesome here. We have so many great bands here.
yeah, I
It's
think the hardcore stuff is like newer as well. It's kind of
Yeah,
the
true.
new wave, and it's a lot of the younger people do that stuff.
Mm.
Hardcore punk and hardcore and all the different subgenres of I don't know like beatdown and metalcore and all that stuff.
Mm.
Well, and so with having a relatively new scene and much smaller than like the one here in the UK, do you find that as a positive or a negative? Because when you've got a smaller target audience, it's easier to find them sometimes. Or how do you feel about that?
Does anybody else want to answer?
Hey man, we take anybody we can get, right?
That's
We're
that's
not
true.
picky. This motherfucking band, you want to come have a good time? Let's go. It's that simple.
Well, yeah, because because you call constantly what is it, death punk disco, and you do almost have your own niche in a subgenre of a subgenre, and you appeal to I mean, some of your songs from one to the next, it doesn't even sound like the same band. And it's just awesome. You've got some songs that are more poppy on the poppy side, some that just got a really kind of grimy feel to them, and I love it. And so
Nice.
it's cool. So you can, you're available to more bands than some that are just, hardcore or crust punk aren't, approachable to everybody sometimes.
Yeah, I think
I
So
that's
mean,
the kind of our goal actually is like like he said anyone we don't really care if whatever you like you come watch us you have a good time then fuck that's fine with us we don't care if you're punk rock or what who cares like come have a good time
I'm
Yeah.
not even punk. And I don't
yeah
care. Like I show up to every show we got. Like, come through.
some of them
Well, and that's awesome. I love seeing that because here in the U.S., the gatekeeping is getting so bad,
Wait,
particularly
the
in the
what?
punk scene. The
Sorry, what'd you say,
gatekeeping,
Lee? Hmm.
the gatekeeping is getting really bad in the punk scene because I mean, it's good and bad though because there's all of a sudden a lot of right wing punks. I wouldn't call them punk, but the ones that grew up in the scene and turned the wrong direction. So there's a
Hmm.
lot of gatekeeping where like people only want, there's so many rules and stuff even at shows. What's like I said is good and bad, and it's neat to see over there you guys aren't having to deal with that right now, and it's not watching your friends turn the wrong direction.
Mm.
So that's really cool.
You
Well,
gotta
actually, we have
support
a
it.
Yes.
song called Gatekeeper,
Wow.
which is yeah, it's about that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny you bring that up. No, it's just different here. You know, there's people that they're always going to try to like seize a little bit of power, and you know, like they find their little thing and they want to keep people away from it. Like that
Mm.
happens everywhere. You know, music or anything, art. You know, so yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
But
well,
I don't care.
we've we've all been there where it is fun to be one of the first people to find a band. But I've never been one of the gatekeeping ones where like I don't want other people like no, I want everybody to know about this so the band can afford to put out another record.
Hell yeah.
So I never understood the gatekeeping part. Like if you like that band, tell fucking everybody about them because then they're gonna have money to hit the studio again to give you more music or
Yeah.
get over here to tour so I can see you.
There it is. That's the
Yeah,
one.
exactly. That's kind of like what we want to do, like with a lot of the like bands we play with too. Like we want people to know about them too, because if they find success, then everybody finds success. You know, it helps everybody.
Mm.
Like what's the
Well,
point
like
of just
how
competing? Is so stupid.
well, exactly. And how many times do you see in the music industry bands that are headlining and the bands that are opening end up changing places after a few years, and those support acts are now the headlining acts. And
Sure.
that's the way and it shuffles back and forth. And you need that because the old saying is, everybody that you passed on the way up, you're going to pass on the way back down too.
Mm.
Yep.
So bring those people with you, or at least be nice, because you don't want when you're down here now going, oh, I probably should have tried to give them a hand.
Mm.
Yeah. Exactly. And like I said, we're a small, really, really, really small scene here. Like you have no
Tiny.
idea how small it is. Yeah. Very tiny. So anyone that gets any kind of success, I think it's a good thing
Mm.
for
So
everybody.
what struggles have you had in the scene over there that wouldn't be struggles over here?
Mm.
Is it more with just the size of because like we said, it's a much smaller scene, so it's more personal and stuff like that. So sometimes, like I said, it could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing when it comes to trying to promote, because hey, I can get 100 people there because I know them all by name. But
Mm.
if they want 200 people, now I'm lost. So is there kind
Yeah.
of there's that line between the two. Where are you guys finding that right now? Is it where you wish the scene was bigger so it's easier to pack places? Or is it nice
Of
being able to,
course, sure. I'd love to
Yeah.
pack them, but one thing about 18 Fevers is like we have this passion, for music, right? And so if there's 5 people or if there's 50 people, like we want to have a good time and be in the moment and be locked in, you know.
Yeah, we put on the same show no matter who's there. It's, like whether it's in the UK or here in front of just a few people that we know. We try to put on the same show every time
Like the more the
because
merrier, but less is better too. We're good.
I think our biggest struggle is our sound.
I
Mm.
agree, dude. What the fuck?
I think our biggest struggle is our sound. Like it's so
I
bad.
know. We're
It's
just
so
flopping
like
around like a fish
We are
out here,
so
dude. God.
horrible.
uh,
You have no
like
idea.
what is going on? The
I
drum
know.
beats are like all
We
over the
don't know
place.
what we're
Uh,
doing.
I don't know about that, but okay.
No, but like you mentioned like our sound is kind of like all over the place, but I think some people have a hard time categorizing us, so then they have a hard time figuring out if they like us or something like that. It's like a lot of the punk fans they expect like pop punk. But if we don't do that, then they're kind of like, "Oh, you guys are a hardcore band." But then the hardcore bands expect like I don't know, breakdowns and stuff. If we don't do that, then we're not a hardcore band. So it's like, what are we? I don't know. We're
Yeah,
I
Death Punk
know.
sometimes
We're
Disco.
Death Punk
sometimes we
Disco.
get told like that too. Like,
Yeah.
cause scene is so small. Like most of the people who organizes gigs are our friends, and they'll tell us like, "Hey, I organized this hardcore show, but like I couldn't really get you in there because like you're not really a hardcore." But like sometimes other people will be like, "Hey, I organized this punk show. You can come over if you want." I'm sorry that like we didn't get to get you on the stage because like you're not punk or whatever. So it sometimes happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is, I think that's what opened us up, right? So that's why we're just like whoever whoever
Yeah,
wants to party, then like who cares?
yeah.
I suppose that is an issue when you've got, from one EP to the next, or even same songs, or on the same EP. Like you said, you've got one saying, well, it was a hardcore show and you guys are pop punk. The other ones are saying, it was a pop punk show and you guys are hardcore. It's got to be difficult. But
Absolutely.
you also, the nice thing about not fitting in is you can kind of go anywhere at the same point. It
True.
just
Dude,
all
you're
depends on
totally
the
right.
booking agent.
Like we've played shows where we are the heaviest act, and we've played shows where the softest act. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So we try to find somewhere in the middle where we can be inserted, trying to be
Yeah.
locked in.
Locked in is the key.
Yep.
Locked in
Yeah,
is
but
the
I
key.
I think if people come to a show and they don't have any like ideas of like, oh, it's going to be this genre or I only like this genre, then they're going to be more open. But if they're like, oh, I'm going to a punk show, then they're expecting one thing. So I think those weird like the show on Sunday, like all those bands were fucking cool.
Mm.
Like they were not anything like us,
Thank
but
God.
it was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
They were great, and the audience was great. They were just there to have fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's important.
So when you guys go into a show where it's a lineup you're not used to, because like you said, it's a small community, so you probably play with a lot of the same bands on the same shows. But when you get into a show where it's a lineup that isn't familiar to you, maybe a venue that's not, what do you guys do for like when you're setting your set list? How do you go in? Do you kind of play it by what bands? Like the type of music or what? Because like we said, you got songs that some are poppy, some are heavy. And so, like, do you try to just build a crescendo, or do you play it by ear with what the crowd's looking like?
It's always planned. Based on who we're playing with, that's how we're gonna do our set. If we play at the coffee shop, we're probably gonna play Nothing Helps. One of our softer, more lighter songs. If we're playing with motherfucking, Terror, we're probably gonna play some Gatekeeper shit, our heavier stuff.
Yeah,
So Terror,
I
if you're
thought
out
the
there,
opposite.
call us up. You know what I'm saying? We're locked in.
we
I
should
thought
do the opposite.
Yeah,
Mm.
because I don't think I've
do that.
ever put that much of thought into making a
Well,
like a set
speak
list.
for yourself.
Because like we have a group chat and we all be like how about this song, this song, this song, and this is like our running joke whenever we meet up for practice when there's no show and like, hey, what are we gonna do for our next weekend gig? And we go like, all right, here we
Here we
go,
go.
first song.
Oh
And
shit.
then we just talk about that for like 30 minutes and then just
Yeah.
go home without any set list done.
We can cut this part out.
The set list conversations are always fun.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Vetoed.
Lee, can you say that again? You cut out.
Who always gets vetoed when it comes to the setting up the set list?
Me.
You? I was gonna say me.
The boy, the rhythm section, same thing.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing most of the time. So it's probably a good thing. We get vetoed.
That keeps it fun, though. Sometimes, I mean, I've played in bands where we do set list, and after the second song, the crowd's doing something different, and it's just somebody yells something else. 'Cause I got no idea what's going on at this point. And a lot of the times, those end up being the best shows because when there's chaos on stage, it's always
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We put a lot of thought into it, but we also don't.
Mm.
Wow.
We just try to do something like
Well said.
every show is a different
V's
set list.
abandoned the chat, and she's showing us the cat.
I,
Lee,
I,
you play music?
sorry,
What do you
I
play?
need a smoke. Sorry.
Hit it like this. Look. Wow.
Oh,
Lee, you play music?
Cigarette break.
I used to play. I used to
Yeah,
play in
yeah.
bands. I actually
I
used to
need a
play in a
cigarette
bunch
break.
of.
Sorry, Les Pierce.
Okay.
It's okay.
Sorry.
But yeah, I used to play in a lot of punk grass bands. Actually, I played either washboard or guitar or did
Oh,
vocals.
shit.
So
Washboard. That's
oh
cool.
yeah, I know. So we actually, but the one band I had, it was upright bass, washboard, banjo, and we played a metal show. We've played at a bluegrass thing. We were open for a rockabilly festival
Oh,
because it
wow.
was again where we didn't really belong anywhere because we did
That's
originals, but then we do
badass.
covers anything from Cheech and Chong to Dead Milkmen and Agent Orange. So it was
Nice.
I mean a lot. It was a lot of fun. But it was the same thing. We didn't really fit in anywhere, so it didn't really. It was fun, but it didn't really matter if we fit in because everybody was like, "Oh, that's I know them. Yeah, that's them. They're just going to be their own. Why are they here? We don't even know." And that was okay with it.
We totally relate to that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
100%.
when we
So
show
what?
up, you don't know why we're there, but you're gonna have fun. So
So what's the favorite band that you've played with, or one of the favorite bands that you've got to play with?
Ooh.
A lot of good bands.
Fat Hamster Kung
Fat
Nu, that's always a good one.
Hamster,
Always a good one.
Yeah.
Dummy
You know, we got
Toys. You know what I'm
Dummy
saying?
Toys from China.
Yeah.
Uh, we got Peach Truck, they're fun.
Peach Truck Hijackers.
Peach Truck
They're a
Hijack,
great
yeah.
band. Yeah.
Who else? Who else?
Terror.
Terror. Did we play with
Terror.
Terror? I don't think we've ever played
Didn't
with
I?
Terror.
I thought we
Not
did.
yet.
Well,
Not yet.
Mutiny from America.
Not yet.
Mutiny.
Uh, Mutiny, yeah, we played with
Yeah.
Mutiny.
Yeah.
They got members of Death by Stereo and all that stuff.
Mm.
So, uh, oh yeah, some of the bigger bands in the UK we played with, like at the Rebellion Festival,
Oh yeah.
Cockspur, stuff like that. Go Go Bordello, that was cool. That was a
Oh
Oh
that
yeah.
was
wow, that's
that was a
cool.
fun one. Yeah. So,
That's
but
another.
yeah,
That's another one that doesn't really have a genre that they fit into. So that's a good match for you guys. That would be a good co-tour. That would be awesome to see.
Mm.
yeah, that would be. No, but there's a lot of great local bands here that we always love to play with, and
Yeah.
you get your little crew, and you kind of play a lot of shows together, and become friends and all that stuff. So yeah, we got kind of our crew here.
Well, and now tell us, you got a couple big things coming up. You've got Fest in the over here in the U.S. and you've got vinyl release. Tell us about those.
We got a fest over here in the U.S. and we got a vinyl release. You know what I'm saying? Be locked in, man. We're trying to be locked in.
You got any more details on that fest?
Look, nope.
We just show up. We just show up and do the show and have fun.
No,
I got
it's
here's a detail for you right here.
there you go. There's the Dr.
Yeah.
Be
P.
locked
Yeah.
Dr.
in.
PP.
Dr. Pee.
No,
Pro Smash player. Shout out.
the fest is in Oakland. It's called Dollfest. It's their second year.
Mm.
So it's like a film forward fest. You got like Bad Cops playing
Okay.
and Girl in a Coma, Vile is playing. So there's a
Mm.
War on Women. Oh, I'm excited about them. Uh, so then we got that. That's in March.
Yep.
March 28th is when we play. So if you're in Oakland, East Bay, come see
Wait, when
us.
is that? What's the date on that?
March 28th.
Oh,
Yeah, put that on your calendar,
I'm gonna
dude.
write
Yeah,
that
put that
down.
on your calendar.
Yeah, I need to get a calendar for that.
Oh, yeah, we got the vinyls pre-order. You can pre-order it. It's coming out on Lava Socks Records, who they are in Oakland or Berkeley, I think, nearby. Uh, so they're gonna release it. We're doing pre-orders now. I think it's shipping in January. And then there's gonna be some UK action next summer.
Yeah.
A little bit of wink, wink, wink. Nothing announced yet, but there's your clue.
We cut
Yeah.
this part
There's your
out.
clue. Cut this part out. It's not announced
Hey
yet.
V, who's your friend?
Who's
My
that, V?
friend?
Wait, is that your friend or is that just a toy?
My friend.
It's gone.
All right.
So yeah, we got that going on.
So
Sorry.
when you're over here in the U.S., are you doing just the festival? Or are you guys planning any more gigs, or is that something you're looking into?
Yeah, probably just a festival. We all have to work, so
Yeah.
we don't have much time to you know
To
that's our problem.
tour or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't do these like crazy tours, unfortunately.
But
You
we're
gonna
Uh,
definitely
go?
gonna stay then just a day,
Lee,
since
you
we're
gonna go
there.
yeah.
see us at Dollfest or what?
Well, that's a bit of a drive for me. I'm in the
Oh,
Midwest, so that'd be like a
we're in
plane flight.
Korea.
Ooh.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, yeah, you might be the one I can't complain about to that,
I'm
aren't
playing.
you?
We'll set up a Zoom call for you. You can join us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll
Make sure you live stream that shit.
There you go.
set up the iPad on the side there.
Yeah.
Hey, that goes over big. One of my clients did that for their West Coast tour. They did had someone live stream the actually running through the crowd, up in different spots, back up on stage, and it was
Wow.
That's
cool as hell.
sick. Man, maybe we should do that actually.
Mm.
Let's do
Gotta
it.
be locked in, you know?
Let's
So
do it. Let's do it.
have you guys played in the U.S. as 18 Fevers before or no?
Not yet.
No,
Ooh,
This is gonna be our first time.
first
that's
time.
awesome. Are you guys
First time.
excited
First
about?
time.
You guys pretty
Not the
excited
last.
about it?
Yeah, me.
Super.
Finally. You're
It's kind of weird
too fast
because
to me.
what? Say it again, you.
Your speaking is too fast to me. I am Korean. Sorry. They are speaking Korean because they from somewhere. So
No, yeah, it's
I
a
We can
it,
I
cut this
it,
part out.
really wish want to go to the US always. So finally we go to there just a few hours.
Few hours.
probably a few days.
And I want to eat that the the bacon milkshake.
Make a milkshake?
I
Bacon
Where's it
want to
from?
milkshake.
try that.
Is that like
Okay.
a national American drink?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Yeah, obviously.
pretty
Bacon
much.
milkshake.
Obviously.
That's what
Pretty
this nation is
much.
built
I
on.
can
I want to
find
know.
you
I
can find
heard
them in
that there is a
different fast
tea
food places. So
Yeah. We'll
and
find you a bacon milkshake.
playing is always the same, but people is different. So
Mm.
I- I'm waiting for them. The people is interesting. Playing is always same. Gary is crazy. Christmas crazy. Red is crazy.
Hey,
What
don't
about
leave out
you?
Lee. What about Lee? He's crazy
Yeah, what
too.
about
He's in
Lee?
this mix.
Lee's
Yeah,
Come
what
on,
about
crazy.
bro.
Lee?
Yeah, man.
He's
Don't leave out our
crazy.
boy.
Yeah, come on.
I'm normal.
Lee's crazy
All right.
AF.
I've been called a lot of things. I don't think normal is one of them. So that's a first. I like that.
There you go. There you go. No, it's gonna be cool. It's it's big for the just to play there for the first time, and it's kind of a homecoming, I guess, in a sense for us. Like I'm from Cali, SoCal, but yeah, it's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I wish it was close. I know you guys are like, we're from Korea, but I wish it was closer. I was able to go. I'm a huge fan. Like, I don't even remember, came across you guys on Instagram, and it was one of those where there's like 5 or 6 different bands tagged, and every time you swipe, there's a song playing, but it's not listed. So I took, and they're like, oh, everybody's listed. It took me like a week to nail down who the band was and what the track was,
Nice.
and which
What?
was cool because I found a bunch of other bands too. When I
Yep.
finally found,
Nice.
I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then like a couple days later, you guys post about the vinyl coming out. And I was like, well, that's just perfect. I got to get you guys
Yep.
on the show.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
Shazam 18 Fevers. It won't show up.
Really?
You gotta search, boy. You gotta search.
I thought you could.
You got to get
Yeah.
AI your best friend and find 18 Fevers, man. Come on.
Hey,
That's
someone found
funny.
us though. You know.
Hey, I've been excited. Like I said, I was excited to hear back from you guys. A lot of people don't reply to their messages, so hearing back from you guys, you've been awesome talking to up to get everything scheduled. And like I said, there's a time difference, so I think I've only one time out of almost 50. I think I had someone that was in my time zone that I interviewed, and that actually threw me off. I'm like, wait, it's noon there too? What? It's always something different. So it's like all my clients are either on the West Coast or overseas. So it's always trying to adjust time zones. I need one of like the old fashioned where you got the wall with like 12 different clocks with the city underneath each of them to remind you what time it is every place.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the airport.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do that when I redo my office, when I remodel my office, I'm gonna do all the little black circle clocks with the times or with the different times.
Wow.
Should do that.
That'd be red.
Well, because it's cheesy, and how often you get to actually use it. It's it's useful and not just
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, I
All
like
right.
your Dwayne. Is that a Dwayne Peters deck back there?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
old cruiser that I rode forever. I got that. This was always my bucket list. I didn't have it as a kid, so I bought it as an adult, the Psycho Stick. I've got this is one of
Nice.
the first one. That's an old Veriflex deck from like the mid '80s. And then this one it's a
Wow.
newer one. It's from the band Scatterbrain. That was one of my favorite bands growing up when they started pressing or putting decks out. So
Wow. Nice.
yeah, I literally finally just said no, I can't do it anymore, and hung it up on the wall because I promised my wife I would stop hurting myself, basically. And there's this band called Lame Ass Dads, and one of the guys posted. It was funny as hell. He posted something online that it sticks with me. I tell everybody about this. He said I quit skating because my insurance deductible was higher than my ollie ever was. And I felt that in my soul. I felt that in my
Yeah.
heart. I was like, yeah, it's time to hang it up. I agree.
It's time to
They need to put that
to
on a t-shirt.
literally
Yeah.
literally hang it up, right? Oh,
Mm.
that's cool.
Yep. It was time. The knees and hips, even if I don't fall down, hurt too damn much nowadays. All right. Well, so we talked about you've got the thing coming over when you're coming over here in March, and you got the vinyl. What do you got? More shows coming up over there? This will be coming out probably in January. So what else you guys got coming up in the new year?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to write some new songs and stuff, and get a new album out eventually. So we're writing new songs and just playing here and there. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of focused on the tour and new stuff, basically.
Yeah, we can cut this part out.
I was planning on it. Don't worry
We
about
got a
it.
show
Yeah.
in January. Come on through if you're in Korea. Look for our posts and see the,
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
updates and everything like that.
Yeah.
You'll see all that stuff on there.
Trying to get locked in.
See all that stuff on there.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys for coming on, staying up late for me. I appreciate that. So this has been a lot of fun. You guys are. I'm looking forward to see what you got coming out. I can't wait to get that vinyl, and maybe I'll just have to see what I can do to get out to Oakland when you guys come. Otherwise, you're gonna just have to FaceTime me. We'll have to see.
We got you. You know what? Save
FaceTime you.
yourself a few bucks. Stay home. We got you. All right, trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
better
Yeah,
off. All right.
Man,
Just-
I'm
it's
one
fine.
of those guys, like, I'll drive 16 hours to see your band, but if I don't have a chair to sit in, I'll drive 16 hours home. So I'm not
I
the
hear
old
that.
stand in the back guy. I'm the old sit in the back guy now. Like, I'm
Perfect.
good, man. I
Yeah,
can
man.
watch it, you know.
It's
I
better.
still like live music, but, man, I don't want to stand for 4 hours.
I'm with you. Trying to lock
All
it
right.
in.
Well, thank you everybody for coming on. I really appreciate it. Everybody, you need to check out 18 Fevers. If you haven't, you're going to now. Thanks again. I appreciate you. I really do. Everybody, as always, please like, subscribe, share. Tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And as always, please have fun and be nice to each other, because if you're not, there's no freaking point. And again, thank you, 18 Fevers. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we will see you next time.